So, something got pointed out to me by a viewer of mine, and they said that what I call defensive Lars, or playing more defensive with Lars, is actually just me doing a lot of zoomer, rush down, flowchart heavy bullshit all over the screen. And they aren't wrong. They aren't wrong. That's what it does look like. So I thought, what would happen if I take that away? What if I stop flying around the screen and stop relying on all the setups that I know by muscle memory, and I stop abusing stances, I stop using heat, I stop using rage arts and power crushes and all the stuff that makes Tekken 8, right? And I just play Lars, a stance heavy character, without using any of his stances or plus on block mix-ups. So basically, no stance transitions. The only times I can use these moves is for my regular combos, right? No stance mix-ups. No heat pressure. Whenever I use a heat engager, I can't use the plus frames. That +9, I can't use it. And I can't really use any of the heat mechanics. I can't use Rage Art. And I can't use Power Crush. And that's kind of like the whole little thought experiment. It was absolute fucking misery. You know, just playing honest, real Tekken in Tekken 8 was kind of horrible. But if you're it was horrible if you're trying to win. If you're trying to play the game just for the sake of it, it actually felt kind of fun when everything was aligning together, right? It felt gratifying to play that way, you know, when I wasn't getting blown up or pressured to hell. We have a couple wins here and there, and when I mean a couple, I really mean just a small amount. And yeah, then I'll tell you what it taught me, more or less. It was a really nice learning experience, and not just a thought experiment, but a nice little training arc, so to speak.
Ladies and gentlemen, what you're witnessing right now is what happens when a Tekken player believes in his heart, not in frame data, not in tier lists, not in whatever Twitter says is optimal this patch, in his heart. This is that Tekken 8 story moment where the game looks at you, the screen freezes, and it says, "Press the button if you believe." And brother, we pressed it. Look at this gameplay. No plan, no structure, no fear. Just pure faith-driven neutral. This isn't movement. This is conviction. This isn't footsies. This is destiny. We're not reacting. We're trusting the timeline. No heat, no rage, no stances. Because when you believe in your heart, you don't need system mechanics. The system needs you.
This is mainly like a fight of like fighting my instincts, right? Because I want to go into the stance moves, because Lars' stance moves are really good. Oh my god. And it's also like mastering the range, right? Right there, I would have gone into dynamic entry. No bite, dude. No bite. Real Tekken. There one. Oh! 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 My bad. No. Oh my lord. Nope. Nope! Okay, I'm not gonna use my stance bullshit. Don't worry. Don't worry. Don't worry. That didn't count. I was holding back. Alright, it's gonna start counting now. It's gonna start counting now after this, it's gonna start counting. I'm minus as fuck. I'm minus as fuck. He just stayed crouching in my face. Really? Oh, buddy. Buddy. Oh, nope, 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 nope. Remember, you can't do that. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. There you go. No, don't do that. Back up. Oh, bad whiff. Bad whiff punish. Alright, I'm just gonna see something. Okay. Okay, that's the type of player we're going up against. I just wanted to see, man. I just wanted to make sure. Do it. And we're going up against Asusena. God damn it. This is not there. Oh, I went into stance. Oh, wow. Look at that. Look at that read. Did you see that read, dude? Sick ass read. No, I didn't want to do that. Okay. So far, it's a struggle. It's a struggle to actually, again, stop the muscle memory from taking over. She didn't take the mix-up. Interesting. We're going to do that. We're not going to take the frame rate. Oh, wow, look at that. Do you see? Do you see what happens when we don't take the frame data? When we don't take the frames? Right? Isn't that great? You get to expose Asusena's panic moves. That is something I'm learning, man. Like, blocking is just better. Right? Like, a lot of the times. There we go. They always fall for the old counter hit. Always. Always. Oh. I'm not built like that. My character can't do that. Stop doing that. Stop doing that. No, my knee's better. Stop it. Ooh, 15 frames interrupts. No, not using that. It's hard, man. It's hard because, again, it's just baked into the character. His best moves have the stances, right? It's baked into it. Got a destruction too, by the way. Holy fuck. Let's see if we can play clean Tekken. No stances, no heat, no power crushes, no none of that. Let's go. He doesn't fall for it. And in fact, he punishes. And he's trying to look for my sidestep. Wow, that worked. Jeez, dude. And he's streaming? I'm getting cooked on live stream, dude. Look at that. Ay, ay, ay. Holy step. We're just getting cooked, dude. We're getting absolutely bodied. We're getting done in by Alyssa. Our girlfriend is beating the fuck out of us. Ooh, I just broke my wife's neck. Ooh, I just broke my wife's neck again. Dude, I love that. Oh! 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 Oh, no, don't do that. Don't do that. I'm kidding. Stop it. What happened? Ah, we're not gonna use the frames. We can't use the frames. No, I just want to win. Let me win one. No! We did it! We did it! We're playing real Tekken here, buddy. Oh my god, we got counter hit in the third hit. Yeah, my whip punishment is garbage. Luckily, this helps me improve on it. Dude, this guy's sick. This guy's sick, dude. Like, he knows the punishes. I can't do any unsafe stuff against him. Which really limits me. It limits me quite a bit. Dude, this guy's fucking sick. He's just doing pokes, dude. Just pokes. Real Tekken. Fuck. Oh, he went for the punish. God damn. And he's going for the right punishes too. That's the fucked up part. No! Not going to stance. Okay, at least I didn't go into stance. We're on a wheel. We're at a weird angle. So let's break this. We're cooking. We're cooking. Oh! Oh! Hey yo! Oh! Ah, fuck! If only I could go into my usual moves, man. Yeah, it was fun. We have to move on though. But we're getting better. We're getting better, dude. We're getting better. That was a God 2 Alisa that knew their shit. And they were streaming, so they had the pressure to perform. Alright? And if we were able to, I guess, hang in there, more or less, we're doing good. We're doing good. In case you don't know, God 2 is a prestigious rank. Alright? It is prestigious. Let's put the percentages on screen right now, future me. Put the percentages on screen. Oh, we're going up against Mr. Tekken himself, Kazuya Mishima. John Tekken himself. Uh-huh. Caught you. Very nice. Caught you again. Very nice. Oh. Oh, yo. Oh, yo. What am I doing? Oh. No. Oh, Mr. Mishima. Yeah, we're not going into stance, bucko. We're not going into stance. Oh, no. I'm kidding. What are you doing? 1, 2. No! I power crushed. Come on. No, I went into stance. But it's fine. We're not using the stance moves. Right? We're not using them outside of combo, so it's fine. It's fine. Right? It's fine. We're not trying to apply any stance pressure. Right? Look at that damage. Oh, my lord. Bitch. Dude, hold on. Are we playing real Tekken right now? Am I playing real unadulterated basic Tekken? Look at that. Am I sick with it? Am I actually sick with it? Oh, I thought I was on a combo. It's okay, then use a stance move. Dude, are we doing it right now? Are we doing it right now? Are we doing it right now? I'm so obnoxious. Are we doing it, brother? Is this the real Tekken? Oh, dude, look at that. Reads. Oh. Damn. You have to understand, everybody's cheating right now, right? They're all using their heat moves, their power crushes, right? Their rage arts, right? They're playing the game in its entirety. I'm playing the gift version of it, right? You have to understand, everybody's cheating. They're going into their stances. I'm not. Kazuya has stances, man. You know, that wave dash, that's a stance. Oh my god, I'm getting cooked now. I'm getting cooked now. I was +5 and I mashed. Jesus. Oh, we went into stance. We deserve to get blown up for it. You know what? We got blown up. That would have been a Den 3 and he would have been dead, by the way. Oh, fuck. Oh, boom, loser. Let's fucking go, dude. Our crushing on. Ah, there we go. Ah, oh, come on. Yeah, there we go. We're testing the waters, right? Back 4 is a wonderful mid to test the waters with, just to see what he gets caught out with. Because if that's a back 4 hits, that means that Arc Blast would have hit, right? That's basically my thought process. Oh my god, dude, we are snapping Kazuya's neck. Holy shit. Dude, this game is so much more fun when you don't use any of its mechanics. In the game, I'm unironically having way more fun trying to beat people with this fucking handicap than actually engaging with fucking heat, rage, and all that stuff. It's so fucked, because these are like core mechanics of the game that you have to use to actually, you know, climb. It's so ridiculous. This can't be. Now let's play some dirty Tekken now. Let's actually play some disgusting minus frame Tekken. Let's do that. A round where I play clean. Play dirty. Oh, it worked. Oh. Oh, man. These that I do with Lars? No, we're going into stance. Fuck you. My first plus on block mix-up, dude. Let's go. That probably hit him like ¿cómo se dice? That probably caught him by surprise. He's like, whoa. He actually went into the low. Oh, you're fucked now, buddy. Wait, I think I remember this guy. This is the guy that was wait, I need to check my video files. Wait, he down forward to me. Is this the guy from the video where I was just doing non-stop, like, minus on block stance mix-ups? Dude, that is crazy. Let's actually play some disgusting Tekken. But no, I think he's actually checking me now. Yeah, I think he's actually checking the Lars bullshit. Could it be? Did he lab? He probably showed his video to some of his buddies and they're like, dude, just do this. This guy was literally murdering you with this. You let him kill you. Oh, look at that. Heat Den 3. Yay. All of a sudden, I get to use my fucking tools, my OP tools, and I win the match easily. Because that means if I'm cleaning my gameplay up, that means if I'm playing with all these handicaps, I'm going to become a much better, much stronger player with Lars, right? Much more confident player. I'm going to have a better neutral, better whiff punishment, better reactions, right? And better defense, calmer defense, right? That is all massive improvements to my usually very stressful, very risky, balls to the wall, doing a shit ton of bullshit on screen type of playstyle that I have with Lars. So, you know what? This is a positive. This is good. It's the same guy. Okay, so after the fun part you just saw, those were mainly just highlights, those wins, right? Those little moments where everything actually worked. There is more footage. I'm going to show it in the background right now. I just don't want the video to be too long. But that's kind of where the good times sort of end. And the rest of the footage is just not having the best of times because it turns into more of a grind than anything. Because I'm more focused on trying to get a win instead of focusing on what I'm learning. And you do learn a lot playing like this. Then there's a few reasons as to why I'm not having the best of times. First, by playing this way, I completely removed one of the most important defensive tools in Tekken 8, being the Power Crush. This is like the universal get off me tool that every character has access to. And Lars doesn't have a parry. He doesn't have any other defensive move, maneuver, or anything to get you off of him. So by taking out the Power Crush, I essentially am only left with evasion, right? Lars has a lot of evasion, but, you know, it still felt like my defense was extremely limited to just whatever the opponent was doing, if it was punishable on block or not, and then I had to take my offense there. On top of that, almost all of Lars' strongest tools are locked behind stance transitions, his pressure, his setups, his ability to mental stack people, right? All of that comes from being in his stances, from transitioning into his stances while he's both plus and minus, while doing it on hit and on block. And his entire design is basically built around asking the opponent, do you know how to deal with this? Did you know that you're minus here? Or did you know that you could step here? And when you remove that, you're essentially fighting both the opponent and the character's design. You're trying to go against what Lars wants you to do, in a way, or one of Lars's key mechanics. And you're also left facing the opponent fully capable of doing their own gimmick, their own power crushes, their own little heat mode, right? Their own strand of knowledge checks so that they can send your way. So you're playing very honest against a game that wants you to be dishonest. And another thing that made this especially difficult is that I had to actively fight against my own instincts. The fastest, most efficient options, the ones my brain defaults to, were completely off the table. And instead of pushing momentum, I had to slow everything down, stop myself, and just observe. And while that was frustrating, it also forces restraint. And it forces you to actually read your opponent instead of just overwhelming them with offense. And that is a positive, right? That is a good thing, right? Because now it's teaching you how to play the other half of Tekken that has been pushed away, which it forces you to engage with the legacy knowledge and overall legacy experience that, you know, that made Tekken, I guess, a lot of fun, right? In my opinion, it was fun whenever it got to those points where both players were sort of honoring this sort of code or this little dance of being in the neutral, or of constantly trading in the neutral with their moves, right? And trying to guess an opponent's reaction or trying to see what they do, right? Having that little conversation, that was a lot of fun. And when that finally happens, it feels great. It feels so good. It feels genuinely very gratifying. And when the playstyle starts working, it also feels really good because all the pieces come together, right? All the pieces come together. When you are playing well with these handicaps, it feels wonderful. But I can't ignore this. The game isn't really built to reward this style of play consistently now. You know, it's not built for that currently. Around the time I'm sort of editing this video and putting it together, the Season 3 reveal just came out, and it showcased the whole back to basics, new balance, revisions, fine-tuning the game state. And honestly, if the game moves even slightly in that direction, I think it'll be incredible. I think it'll be a good thing, and it will be much more fun, right? That is a very important distinction. While I was enjoying myself when it worked, when it didn't work, it felt awful because I was fighting against the Tekken 8-isms, the Tekken 8 brain rot, with basic, honest tools. Now, let's say that everybody had to play somewhat like this. Let's say that now heat isn't as prevalent in the game as it is currently, right, in Season 3. I think that's immediately going to be a wonderful thing. I think that's going to be a good thing, mainly because, like I said, heat feels overwhelming. For example, I play a character that benefits immensely off of heat, right? Lars is a character that he thrives on heat. And I'm telling you that heat is too much, and I'm a direct benefactor of said heat mechanics and of the new system because I'm also a newcomer to the series. So I do benefit from a lot of these new things that they added for Season 2 and even in Season 1 as well. I benefit greatly from these things, and even I'm telling you, hey, maybe, just maybe, don't do that. Maybe try and dial it back quite a lot. When I was playing the game that way, it was so satisfying. And I think in some matches, some of my opponents, usually higher level opponents that could actually recognize what I was doing and my pattern of play, those people actually started playing like that as well. They stopped using their heat, they stopped using their rage, they stopped using power, they stopped using everything, and they just played basic Tekken with me. Again, these are usually going to be the higher level players that can notice what your character is doing. They're just not pressing in the neutral mindlessly. They're actually reading you. And when they read that off of my character or off of my playstyle, they were like, oh, okay. And they indulged me in the playstyle. And it was so much fun. It was genuinely so much fun playing that way because everything felt earned. And every time any of your pokes, any of your hits would connect, it would be so goddamn satisfying. So fucking satisfying. I'm not saying it's not fun to completely overwhelm and just blow someone up in an unskippable cutscene. I'm going to be honest with you, the sadistic, toxic side of me enjoys that, all right? I'm not going to lie to you. But when it comes to overall enjoyment and when it comes to fun, like genuine fun, I think this challenge opened my eyes to, what the game kind of was in the past. And when I mean in the past, I mean very much in the fucking past, like very far away into the past. And that's something that I never got to experience. I didn't even get to experience Tekken 7, and that apparently was the death of real Tekken to some of the older fans. Some say it was Tekken 6. Others say it was Tekken 5. I don't know. I don't care. Anyways, the thing is that the whole balancing thing, right? The whole excess that this game has. I'm not saying this from a high-level perspective. I'm not saying it as a pro player or a high-level player. I am very average. I'm very average across the board when it comes to fighting games in general. I'm just your run-of-the-mill fighting game player. I'm average as fuck. I am mid as fuck. Who likes it when the game feels more deliberate, right? More deliberate offense. And that is also another key term. That's a key word they use in their little trailer. So, pay attention to that. So I feel like Tekken 8 is a far better experience when heat plus frames and that constant pressure don't dominate the experience, in my personal opinion, based off of this little experiment that I did. And after a certain point, the game starts to be very exhausting. If you're thinking of so many things, right? It is a very difficult thing to do, to be paying attention to so many offensive options on defense and to be reacting to so many things and to consider so many things. It gets to be very exhausting. So yeah, most of these matches are losses. The wins you saw were early and when I was fresh. The rest was a long losing streaks. Playing like this is not really a good idea if your goal is to win and if your ego is fragile, all right? It's really not. It was very humbling, especially if you're playing a stance character like Lars, or really any character that has a particular gimmick. If you take their immediate gimmick or character design away, it's just not gonna feel fun, man. It's really not. That being said, it did help me. I am now more comfortable in the neutral, doing nothing. I am far more comfortable now playing a lot slower, like actually playing slower, not actually mashing and trying to do stance bullshit in the neutral and trying to play just in my opponent's face all the goddamn time. And it basically let me use the entirety of Lars's moveset. And it taught me that those very powerful moves that I like to abuse and use are now even far more effective because you don't have to use them consistently to apply pressure with Lars or to get wins with him. I don't have to use them like I did before. They're no longer a crutch. They are now an asset, right? They are now an option. My playstyle feels a lot more intentional, a lot more deliberate. It reminded me of those moments when you hit a flow state during a long rank grind. This used to happen a lot when I was grinding up into the higher ranks. And now, because of I did this and I raised my skill level or my experience level a little bit, things are just clicking a lot better, a lot more frequently now. So I can hit that state a lot faster. And it's very enjoyable to be in said flow state, right? Where you are actually playing properly, playing proper defense with proper offensive responses, right? And not only that, also reading and seeing what your opponent is doing and reacting to it like on time. So as much as this was painful, I do think it's a worthwhile training exercise. And I suggest to you to try playing without heat, without rage, without power crushes. And if your character has a gimmick, try removing that too. So see what breaks, see what improves. It might not be fun at first, and it's going to be clunky for a couple of matches. It's going to feel pretty shitty for a lot of the matches, right? Because again, you have to deal with the opponent's full moveset, but it might just make you a better player.